fire station was derelict for many years, but now it's restored to become a new contemporary art space. The story of this project really started 4 years ago when I received a phone call out of the blue to ask if I would like to visit this building, which at that time was semi-derelict and in quite a bad state of repair. At the end of the tour, to my complete amazement, the owner asked if the South London Gallery would like to have the building as an outright gift. Once the news sunk in, we set to work thinking about how this building could really enhance our ability to work with artists, but also to further embed the South London Gallery in its local environment, to expand and extend our work with people living in the local area. The building dates from 1867 and it's Grade 2 listed because it's the earliest surviving example of a purpose-built fire station in London. And originally the firemen used to live with their families upstairs, so there's a whole sequence of domestic scale spaces which are going to lend themselves perfectly to showing contemporary art.
The fire station master used to walk out on the hour every hour. He had a good 360 degrees view of all of London, because back in the day this was all just farmland, so there was no flats or houses in the way. He used to shout down so that they'd start filling up the barrels, put them onto the back of the horses, and then away they'd go. We found a place where they had the carrier pigeons during the war. It was their roost. Kennedy's Sausages, which was next door, they took charge of it. This used to be loaded right up with all the different spices, you know, that go into their sausages and pies and stuff like that. And when you used to come in here, there was a real pungent smell of pepper. We've had to give it some love and attention.
Although it was in a really bad state of disrepair, one could come in and kind of see lots of really wonderful features that it had. I think it's quite a sort of radical conservation that's gone on inside to allow it to come into a contemporary use, and particularly an art gallery use. We did one main move really, which was to take out a piece of the first floor over that external corridor and make that an interior, and then put in a new staircase going the whole height of the building into that entrance hall. So you walk into what were the old doors towards the stable passageway, and it's just full of sunlight that's coming in from the back straight down to the street, and it just feels joyous. And what we've done is try and keep all the things that we can. So the floor here is all the original floorboards. You can see the old brickwork and the kind of years of use. Downstairs, where the fire engines were and where you've got the old external passageway for the horses to the stables, that's got this lovely old, very dense engineered brick in diagonals, which used to get sluiced down and just washed as the horses had gone past.
This building has a fantastic personality of its own. It's got a great history. It's one that somehow seems to spark people's imaginations. We wanted to include in the building an artist studio and also an exhibition space, a kitchen space that we can use to build on the long history of artists doing projects with food and cooking. Once you've cooked in a building, you have a completely different relationship to it. The new dedicated archive space brings into the public domain a digitised version of the 127-year history of the South London Gallery on the one hand, but also a growing archive of the history not only of this building, but also of the local area, the cultural history, the architectural history and the social history. There are all sorts of different ways that people can interact with this building.